Last time on The Great Ace Attorney 2.
So, everything that happened can be explained logically and scientifically. Emma Skye would be so proud. The explosion that engulfed the stage at the start of the experiment was no accident. It was all part of an elaborate deception to make it appear that instantaneous kinesis had occurred.
Hold it! Mr. Naruhodo, I appreciate your efforts, thank you.
Are you going to appreciate them so much that you're going to be quiet and let me continue your defense to prove that you're innocent?
However, I will no longer require your assistance, thank you.
Oh, bother.
But you can stop now. Just keep your mouth shut, please. I, Albert Hairbrain,
Oh, no!
Yep.
hereby confess that it was me who stabbed Mr. Odie Asman. Barak!
Yes.
I'll cooperate. I'll do whatever you say, I swear it. So please, ensure the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act is adhered to and protect my creation!
There's no escape here. I have to make a choice, but it's an impossible one. I have to give up on something, but what?
What must I give up on is not the question you have to ask yourself here. It's, what can I protect?
Yee!
What?
Susato!
Oh my god! Okay. Hello again, Mr. Naruhodo. It's been far too long.
It's great to see you, but how and when did you... So you really had no idea then, did you? About the true nature of the machine that was built and the true nature of Mr. Drebber.
I never questioned anything. I didn't want to question it.
It's entirely possible that Mr. Asman and Mr. Drebber were working together to use you as a means of fraudulently acquiring the research grant money.
Since the incident, our government's intelligence services have been investigating Miss Brett. But it turns out that an Englishwoman by the name of Giselle Brett didn't actually exist. It was a pseudonym. Her real name was Shin, and she wasn't a visiting student either. That was a front.
And her sister, Nee, was in cahoots with her.
And don't get me started on Brother Buttock.
After my friend Ray's trial, the reporter who actually killed Miss Brett said something very strange. But later I visited the man in his prison cell and asked him what he was going to say about Kazuma-sama after he died on the voyage to Great Britain. His body should have been unladen at the port of Hong Kong and passed into the care of the consulate staff there.
Should have been?
Well, turns out that his body never arrived.
What?
It just disappeared.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Disillusion Plays The Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve. I had to stop myself saying Danganronpa 2, which we just recorded, where we play the games and do the voices.
Yeah!
Yeah. I'm Pete.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Taylor.
Nice. And if you don't know already, if you, for whatever reason, haven't been following us, what? Why'd you make the noise?
Nothing. No,
What
no,
do you-
I thought we were on the wrong screen again. We were still
No,
on the wrong screen last
I
week.
know what I'm doing. If for whatever reason you aren't familiar with the channel or whatever, then why don't you hit that like button if you like what you see, or if you feel like you may enjoy it at some point, you can hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell. It helps us out. It helps us with the algorithm, and helps get our videos onto more people's screens.
All that good stuff.
Hell yeah. And with that, we've got some very serious news we're about to find out.
Ooh, yes.
We learned something very dire in the past episode. In the last episode. God, I can speak,
Make
honestly.
up your mind. Is it passed or lost?
I just can't speak.
No, we learned something in the Basque episode because the Hound of the Baskervilles was the manuscript that was in Japan.
And more importantly, we learned something about our dear friend Kazuma.
Yes, we did.
So, let's get on with it.
But what was Iris's manuscript doing in Japan?
A good question indeed.
That's what I want to know. I have no idea.
Oh,
But when I heard Iris mention the word Baskerville that day, the title just slipped out. I would never have guessed that it was an unpublished account of one of Mr. Sholmes' exploits.
Mysterious. The little outfit still.
When I returned to Japan, I asked Father to explain, but he refused to answer any of my questions. And there was no sign of the big box in his office. really all I know about it.
Oh. I thought we
Damn
might.
it.
It's like,
Well,
dang
that
it.
was anticlimactic.
It's like
Yeah.
they dangled the
Susato-
carrot. Go on, Taylor.
You
Sorry.
you hung it out there. We built this whole thing up. It's like, oh, we're about to make a big discovery, and that's all I know. Son of a.
Well.
I've no doubt that Father has a very good reason for being so secretive about it. But still, I made up my mind to explain myself to both of you.
Explain a small amount of it.
Well, I appreciate that, Susie, but I don't think you... Well, never mind. Well, thank you for being so honest, Susie. Even though you didn't really tell me much.
I'm gonna say, actually, we haven't. She still hasn't revealed the thing about Iris's father, has she not? I believe. Oh, sorry.
What was that?
Nothing. No,
mention Daddy?
Oh no, dear, nothing at all.
Why does no one tell me about my father these days? Where has he gone?
I do hope he's all right. Ooh, about that.
Well.
Oh, I think I left the stove on and gasoline next to it. See you.
Oh, Jesus. So, Mr. Naruhodo, I am ready to start investigating if you are.
Or perhaps I forgot about the coins I was freezing for the gas meter. Oops.
What was that? Do I have to send my henchman, I mean, a drone B, to see?
Oh, don't you worry about a thing. I'll be happy to help.
I'm sure you would. I've committed every detail about the case to memory.
Wow. Nope, the lean in.
And Iris has told me about the disturbing happenings.
It's a disturbing happences. That's a waxwork museum's happenses. Come on, Ryunosuke. The happenses awaits.
Oh my god.
I don't know what.
What was that? Sarah, what on earth are you doing?
Sarah, dear, put your teeth back in. We've got a show to do.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it again now. I know. Oh boy. Okay. Focus.
Focus.
Focus. Oh boy, I needed that laugh.
Well, you're welcome. I'm gonna do it. I can't do it because I know I'm gonna do it again. I can't.
What the heck?
I'm sorry. I'm gone. Oh dear.
Sarah, come back.
I know, professional voice actor.
Professional
okay?
voice. Welcome into
Professional.
professional voice
What
acting.
did you say?
No, that's the wrong one. That's
I know it is.
Kazuichi.
I know it is.
That's Taylor's one.
And Iris has told me about the disturbing happenings at the waxwork museum as well.
I nearly did it. Why?
the
Happened.
Moving on.
The happens. The happens is dear hobbits.
Nasty hobbitses.
So, you're fully abreast of the situation already, Mr. Susato. I'd expected nothing less. We've lost her.
I saw the word breast and they're like,
No, it's abreast.
I know.
I saw it as well. I tried to not say it.
We're
I'd
bringing
expected
Sorry.
nothing less, to be honest.
We're bringing some of the horny from Danganronpa over, I guess. Akane's rubbing off on Sarah finally. Although that saying that out loud now feels a bit weird. I shouldn't have said that. Anyhow, I would think...
Jesus, Joel, phrasing!
Hey, phrasing!
This is supposed to be a family-friendly episode.
Yes.
Yep, and that's about 8 minutes in, and yep, no family friendly. That's
Well,
that's how long
It's
we
all
made
good.
it.
It's enough time for the monetization to not be turned off yet,
Or so we think.
if we get there.
I would think our first port of call should be to investigate this Mr. Drebber. The engineer responsible for building the elaborate machine that was used to effect this extraordinary trick.
Yes, a conjurer of sorts by the sound of it. Well known in the fields of science and magic.
Then we need to go and arrest him.
Well, yes.
Please don't hurt me.
He must know the truth behind this case, so I agree we really do need to find the man.
It sounds like it's a case of tracking someone down. Which is a job for the police. Or a great detective.
Oh, my dear fellow.
We suppose...
I don't know what you're bragging about, Hurley. I don't mean you.
Oh. Oh, fine, then I guess I'll go play on my Stradivarius.
I mean, to be fair, you can deduct, I guess, but Ryunosuke always corrects you, so...
I knew we should.
Don't feel bad, my dear fellow. It happens is to the best of us.
I don't know what you're laughing about.
The bullying begins.
Are we supposed to guess who she might be thinking of? We don't have much time, so we need to get started straight away, I think. Far too little time to go get Herlock involved, I'm afraid.
You're right, sir.
I'm on strike.
Oh.
Sarah, what's happens is to...
Oh, no.
Have you finished?
I think so.
It doesn't punish you, though, Taylor. It punishes the viewers. If Sarah goes on strike, it punishes the viewers.
I know. I said she asked me if I finished. And I said,
I know.
think so.
I'll let you off. See, this is you.
But she's thinking about getting the vat of wax.
I will boil your head in it. Good idea. Well, best of luck then.
Oh, you're not coming today?
I'm going to Brixton Road shortly for the herb market. But let me know later how you got on, won't you?
Now, she goes.
That was a little abrupt. The pull of the herb market must be strong.
The alluring scent. All right, then. What to do? I guess let's go to a location.
Do you know? I honestly thought I might never have the opportunity to return to Great Britain.
I can't talk today. Shut up, you.
Damn it, it's Sarah.
Leave me alone!
I'm like, I don't want to laugh. I feel bad. But it's like, oh dear. I'm sorry. Oh.
I can't work under these conditions. I just can't do it anymore.
I'm sorry.
Is this what it has become?
This is what you think of me. Oh, woe is me.
And certainly not so soon.
It's funny. For the past 6 months, I haven't been able to work in court. Meanwhile, you've been raising a storm in the Supreme Court of Judicature back in Japan.
Please, Mr. Naruhodo. I may have been dressed as a man, but it was a very reserved performance.
So, what your father said in his letter about a So, what your father said in his letter about a Ryutaru takedown is reserved?
Well, anyway, I'm back here in this great capital now.
The capital of Bitten.
Oh. Taylor, stop
And ready to assist.
Stop bullying her. Stop it.
I'm fine.
Oh gosh. Oh
no.
That sound. That was. Oh my gosh. That was scary.
That's because my voice is like.
It was scary.
Fear me if you dare.
Fear me.
Yeah.
I'm ready to assist you again in any way I can.
Thank you,
from
Miss
speaking.
Susato.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Naruhodo.
Okay, well, that,
A new
Oh, there we go.
location has been added.
You all right there?
Yeah, I don't know what location it was. I don't believe we've visited this place.
Is it the Lord Chief Justice?
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
All right, so we'll head to Sholmes's. Doodly-doodly-doo. Bang, 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 bang. There's probably nothing here to... Oh, yeah, okay. There's literally... All right, fine.
Prove his theory right.
Then we'll go to Strongheart. Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
Who's
Interesting
this?
hairstyle.
Who is this?
Oh, who's that standing beside Lord Stronghart?
I wonder. I've never seen her before.
Oh, damn.
The young champion of the court. You had some success this morning, I understand? And you've thrown the entire government into disarray as a result.
Oh! You mean because of Professor Harebrain's experiment?
Sham science being demonstrated at London's Great Exhibition. The country's been made to look foolish, and now politicians are scrabbling to respond. Lord Van Zieks is in Whitehall as we speak, giving an emergency briefing.
Oh no, I sure hope it doesn't reflect too poorly on him. That would surely be a shame. Oh, dear, I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Have you quite finished? Honestly, we're on a time limit here. We're on a strict schedule. None of this is your responsibility. The government is entirely to blame for having been taken in. The special dispensation that prevents investigation at the scene will be annulled later today. Once that happens, my forensic investigation team will move in and deal with that scrap metal in no time.
It really bothers me that that watch stays static. Like he's obviously playing at winding it, but it's not. It's doing nothing.
It's literally frozen in space.
Frozen in space time, you might say.
Frozen in time.
It's scrap metal now, is it?
Until later, then, Lord Stronghart.
Yes, thank you. Shaboom.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Who was that?
None of your business.
I mean, fair.
That was Dr. Courtney Scithe, Scottish Yard's esteemed chief coroner. I'm just doing Van Zieks.
Scythe.
Courtney Scithe.
I wouldn't want her as my coroner, or anywhere near me if I was alive.
All right, what's the pun?
Scythe.
What's the pun?
Well, Scythe.
Scythe. I just think it's just Scythe.
She's leading the forensic investigation team's handling of this case. She was just delivering her report about the victim, in fact.
Oh, I see. About Mr. Asman.
Following the outcome of the trial earlier, I asked the coroner's office to reevaluate its findings. I don't have time to tell you what she concluded. If you want to know, you'll have to ask her directly. You can find her in the forensics laboratory.
Ah, right.
Now, what are we here to see me about? I can give you 7 minutes and 39 seconds of my time. Go.
So he's not running quite so spectacularly. So he's not running quite so spectacularly late.
Are we having some trouble with our words, Taylor?
Arise, arise, my dear fellow.
Oh, yes. Pile on, go ahead.
I mean,
I deserve it.
It would only be fair.
It's true. Spectacularly, yeah. What exactly is the forensic investigation team that you mentioned before?
The British Empire's police force must become the most exemplary in the world. For that to happen, it's imperative that we embrace forensic science and everything it has to offer. I first created the forensic investigation team a year ago now. Unofficially, of course, to pave the way.
Goodness, a year ago?
Yes. At next month's symposium, I intend to present the results of their work to the world. Once I do that, the House of Lords will be powerless to oppose the creation of a full-scale forensics division. And once that happens, the position of Attorney General will be mine, and criminals will suffer dearly. Fancies. Oops.
Oh, what do you mean?
For too long, these scoundrels have made a mockery of our legal system, with false evidence and bribes. But London's scum is about to be rounded up and burnt in the fires of hell. I intend to see to it personally. By creating the finest police force the world has ever known to protect our honor and our future.
Look at those eyes. He means every word.
They are very piercing. I think
Damn
it's just
straight.
They're really like
Ice blue.
pale blue, yeah.
Yeah. Dr. Scithe is an extremely reliable coroner. When I officially establish the forensics division at Scottish Yard, she will run it as my right-hand woman.
Do you know, with it being Scythe as her last name, do you think she's the actual Reaper?
She is dressed entirely in white, though. Not the signature...
Angel of Death.
Not the signature colours of the old Angel of Death.
True.
Just saying.
Maybe she didn't want to be stereotypical.
That's it, she didn't want to be stereotyped. She's like,
Well, they always picture him in black, don't they? Well, I'm going to wear white. I'm going to wear white, and there's nothing you can do about it, because I'm the
isn't
Angel
my
of Death.
colour after all.
I am the Angel of Death, and I'll do what I flipping well want.
that's what she sounds like, really.
Yeah. Well, I finished talking to Strongheart, and now I'm telling you I'm going to go kill everybody because I'm the flipping Angel of Death, man. Innit? Yeah. Go on then. Go on then. I can see you. I can see your face. What are you doing? What's that all about? Come on then.
Yes, strikes fear into many a person's heart, that voice.
I don't know. It doesn't until she kills a load of people, and then it's like, oh no! It's the... oh no!
Like, oh, I'm coming to get you.
The last thing you hear before you die. Oh, I'm the Angel of Death, isn't it?
Hey up, Governor, what are you doing?
It's just like the sinister singing it. Ring a ring a roses.
Oh no. Ugh. Now then, speaking of the symposium, Miss Mikotaba, God, now I'm doing it. One day, Miss Mikotaba.
Oh, yes, my lord.
Your father should be on the high seas as we speak, making his way here to represent the Empire of Japan. Don't know why I rolled the R.
Yes, that's right. I understand he will arrive at the beginning of next month.
Are you acquainted, Lord Stronghart?
Oh yes, we're best buds.
With Professor Mikotaba, I mean.
It was many years ago now, but yes, I remember Dr. Mikotaba very well. Oh, it added one in the middle. If my memory serves, it was some 15 years ago now that your father came to Britain as a visiting student. Britain.
It was the year I was born. So, yes, 16 years ago, in fact.
Yes. Mikotaba was a young practitioner of forensic science, and Jigoku accompanied him as a young, promising judge. The
Punctiliousness.
I was just taking a sec to figure it out. The punctiliousness and politeness of the Japanese at the time impressed us greatly.
I just wanted a chance to redeem myself and actually say a word correctly.
Speaking of which, we're running out of time. Not that I wish to imply impoliteness or carelessness on your part in any way.
I didn't think that you were, but now I do.
Although we are now out of the time that I said that we had a moment ago, and so now I must be leaving, regardless of whether we complete the rest of the dialogue options or not. Dr. Mikotoba studied forensics at one of London's large hospitals. St. Sinners, if I'm not mistaken. Studying more and more into Van Zieks. Dr. Scythe was also there then, as it happens.
Then, Dr. Scythe knows my father, does she?
Oh, yes. She was a young medical assistant at the time, so I doubt their paths crossed regularly. But I've no doubt they knew each other superficially. After all, Dr. Mikotoba was here studying his subject for some 6 years in total.
6 years? That's a long time to be studying abroad, isn't it?
Maybe just like the scenery.
I lived with my grandmother in those years.
So he left his newly born daughter behind and went overseas for 6 whole years?
It's like
Wow, I didn't
Goku.
realize. Dang it, Pete!
I didn't know. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I didn't know.
Oh, shame.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
I feel bad. I'm
sorry.
It's okay. It's fine.
It's not really.
It was a rather turbulent time at home.
Oh.
Perhaps father wanted a reason to get away.
Oof.
I mean, you know, I just can't take it anymore. I can't take the crying from either my wife or my daughter. I'm going to go all the way across the sea so I won't be bothered for 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
Oh, Susato. Oh, poor Susato.
Yeah, that,
Oof.
What do you mean? Why? What do you mean, why? Well, clearly something was going on at the time.
Oh, there's mysteries. More mysteries. I want
It's
to know.
It's mysteries on top of mysteries.
I want to know things.
I wanted to ask you about Lord Van Zieks, actually. I heard that his older brother was killed some years ago by a mass murderer known as the Professor. I'm sorry, the Prosecutor, who targeted nobles and royalty. Is that right?
You Japanese are a thorough lot. You've done your research well. Yes. And you could say it was that very incident that gave rise to the Reaper.
What? Why?
Why do you think? When his brother, Clint Van Zieks, was murdered, it was just after young Baroque had graduated from the University of London and become a professor. I mean, that was on purpose.
I know.
A prosecutor. When obvious criminals who managed to evade conviction in court started disappearing, rumors quickly spread throughout the capital. Londoners started to say that wherever Baroque Van Zieks went, the ghost of his dead brother wasn't far behind.
Oh my word!
So, Lord Van Zieks isn't the Reaper. It's the ghost of his brother?
Yes, that sounds far more credible, yes. Ever since that time, he became a very aloof figure in London's legal circles. What the heck?
I mean, maybe he likes to hold himself in high regard.
I mean, he does come across that way,
He
doesn't
is technically royalty, actually, so...
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
Oh, yes, Lord Stronghart.
Go ahead.
You have 10 seconds.
It's about Prosecutor Hairbrain's experimental machine. I mean, Professor Hairbrain.
Oh, that's even worse.
We'd like your permission to examine the remains, if possible.
For mispronouncing examine, I give you no time at all. Are you well versed in science, then?
Not in the slightest. In fact, you could say I was barely aware of the subject at all until recently.
Is that so?
But it's all in my little book.
Well, well, the special The special dispensation legally preventing investigation of the machine is currently being annulled. Within a few hours, Dr. Scythe's team of forensic experts will begin their own investigation. But I suppose until then, there's no harm in you looking at the wreckage. As long as you touch nothing and know nothing of science and continue to spout that nonsense, then perhaps it'll be fine.
Thank you!
Because it's not going to be
Being
useful. So there's no point you even looking, is there? There's no harm whatsoever. It's not going to come back on me in any way that you probably shouldn't have looked. I probably shouldn't have given you permission. But what am I doing?
Being able to look at it is better than nothing.
And I'll be there to see it too.
Remember, children, look but don't touch. Look with your eyes, not with your fingers.
Yeah.
That's something that my mum used to say to me.
Yeah.
when I was little.
My nan used to as well, to be fair.
Your time is up. You'll have to excuse me now, I'm afraid. My next engagement calls.
We are extremely sorry to have troubled you when you were so busy, my lord.
Nope, sorry, I'm already going.
Oh.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
No, I'm gone.
Bye then.
Oh, apparently. but he's like, quickly runs back over. But I have some important matters to attend to in preparation for the symposium, you understand. Right, and now I'm going. Goodbye.
Oh, well, that's
okay.
it then.
Oh, well, we can just go all the way through his office, couldn't we?
No, let's go to a new location.
New location.
Prison. Forensics laboratory. I guess we'll go here, shall we? Oh, Susato is excited.
Ooh.
That's nice. Oh my. This doesn't look ominous. I'm now thinking of, what is it, the Mortician's thing? That game. What's the game?
Mortuary. No.
The Mortuary Assistant.
Mortuary assistant.
That's the one.
Yes, the one in the glass cage is the previous one.
Yeah.
Donated his body to science.
Yes.
That owl in the upper right-hand corner is how
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
is how I look when I wake up for work on Monday.
He's watching you.
And then there's the little black raven that only has one red eye.
Well, the other one's on the other side of its head, surely.
Maybe. Or maybe it's a one-eyed bird. I believe this is it.
Actually, more importantly, I'm really sorry. I have to bring this to your attention. Is that a spinal column in a glass?
Yeah, there's some vertebrae in.
Top left. Wait,
Yeah.
What?
top left. The
There's-
very
there's
top
like
left.
Some vertebrae.
That's a spinal column in just
Yeah,
casually there.
Whatever is in that big jar, I guess intestines, maybe?
I can't quite see from here.
And when the patient woke up, his skeleton was missing, and the doctor was never heard from again. Meet the medic. Anyway, I believe this is it. Dr. Scythe's laboratory. That chemical smell really assaults the nose. And there's plenty to assault the eyes in here, too.
I like the lampshade.
Yes, the lampshade is
It's
very
cool.
pretty.
It's got the serpents of Asclepius on it.
Oh,
yes, so it has. I can see it now.
It looks as though the doctor isn't here. But we're here now, so we may as well do some sightseeing, don't you think?
It's never stopped us before. What a seasoned tourist you've become, Miss Susato. We could just have a little look around, being careful not to upset any restless souls.
Do you make a habit of going into people's offices and rifling through and insulting them?
No, but we do go through people's handbags.
Well, I was going to say yes, actually. We just did it to Prosecutor Van Zeeks not too long ago.
Oh, yes. Just true. Right, I have to investigate the spinal column.
Yeah.
Those large jars seem to have pale things floating around inside of them. I suppose they're fruit liquors.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not the kind. That's not the kind of hooch you want to be making.
No.
What? Why don't you have a sip, Ryunosuke? What's the worst that could happen?
Like, oh, it's quite nice, actually. It's like, oh, you do realize what's in there, don't you?
Yesterday's lunch, in fact.
No.
Oh, that's even worse.
I suppose they're fruit liquors or something. Or like the pickled umeboshi plums we make back home.
Father had jars like this in his laboratory as well. I expect they're human organs in a preserving solution, probably as examples of some rare medical condition.
Yes.
Miss Susato, there are some things in the world that it's perfectly fine never to know about. Ever.
Yes.
Well, I could have let you drink it. And, yes, I think you would have been preserved from the inside out.
Oh, no. Ew.
Oh!
So, as I said, I'm sure they're fruit liquors or umeboshi. Aren't they?
Of course.
Oh, dear. Oh.
Yes.
The bullying is strong this episode. If it's
I
not-
didn't do it.
If it's not Sarah, it's Susato. I know.
A table and a set of sharp tools. When you consider each in isolation, it all looks quite innocent. So why is it that when you put them side by side, they seem so horribly disturbing?
It might be best not to ponder it too deeply. Seeing the large tome that's open on the desk does make me wonder, though.
No, you can't distract us from this, Susato. We have to click on everything.
Look, at least let me try. How could anybody concentrate on bookwork with this acrid odor of chemicals in the air?
That is a good question.
You'd either have to have a cast iron constitution
Or you perhaps have no nose.
or a really terrible sense of smell.
I mean, yeah, there we go.
Well, close enough.
Or you're Lord Voldemort.
I was gonna...
Oh, Taylor, I'm sorry. Sarah, like, I know what you did there.
What did Sarah say?
Sarah, she did the laugh. the Voldemort laugh. Oh, it's so good. I mean, we take the piss, but I love Rafe Fiennes. He's great.
Oh, Gavel!
Rafe Fiennes is great. Just perhaps, I don't know, there are some moments, there are some things he did as Voldemort that are a bit strange.
Derpy.
Like the tongue randomly when Harry's like, I don't know, Harry was under the influence of him or someone was on it, and there are these like flashbacks where he like flashes up and there's one where he's like on screen for like a split second.
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like, oh my god. It's not scary, it's just goofy.
Well, look at this. What a magnificent display case. The cherrywood has been polished to a high sheen, and the intricate carvings is a joy to behold. The intricate carving is a joy to behold.
The
Western
carvings the intricate carvings is...
Oi.
Yes.
What?
You're
Western
mocking me.
cabinet.
I'm not mocking you, I was mocking Taylor. I was trying to be. I was evening out the bully. I'm not sticking up for you anymore. You can
Fine
screw
then.
it.
I'll fight my own battles.
I mean, clearly.
Sorry, Taylor.
Yes, apologies.
Western cabinet makers really are very skilled, aren't they?
I mean, I'm not seeing much in the way of intricate designs, I have to say.
Yeah.
Do you have nothing to say about the skeleton inside, Mr. Naruhodo?
What skeleton? Miss Susato. Come close. Come very close.
What is it?
Can't you tell I'm trying very hard to avoid talking about the terrifying contents of the case?
There is no need to raise your voice like that, Mr. Naruhodo.
It's how I cope.
I'm sure it does, but shouting and damaging
Bawling.
my eardrums is not one way I appreciate it.
Oh no.
I'll be sure to remember that from now on.
I love that Susato's just like, oh, look at all the cool things, and Ryunosuke is just properly like, oh my god.
I mean, he lost his shizzle when he was in the Madame Tussauds, so...
Yeah, it's true, he did. That was also very funny.
Yes.
Okay, this one.
Look at all the bottles on the shelves in these cabinets. What an assortment of chemicals.
These ones here are labeled highly toxic.
Ah, that's worrying. And this one says Monokuma's special poison?
I was about to say, I hope they don't. We best not knock one and leave some powder on the floor
Oh,
and
leave some
leave our footprints on the powder.
Yeah.
Ah, that's worrying. Because there are also things that look like salt and pepper shakers in there.
Oh, yes. And they actually say salt and pepper on them.
Not salt and pepper.
The doctor probably spends a lot of time in this room, I suppose. Perhaps she has meals here sometimes.
Hopefully she doesn't mix them up.
Ooh.
Life goes on, even when you're surrounded by death.
Okie dokie. Anything else?
He's a scaredy boy.
I think there was the desk.
I know there's the desk. I'm working towards it.
Okay.
Okay. So there's the. Pretty much just the
Can
desk.
we just look at the...
Oh, sorry, Taylor. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, can we look at the birds?
No, it didn't.
It didn't highlight,
It
I
didn't
don't
flash up. No.
I suppose this is Dr. Scythe's desk.
I would not like to work in a place like this.
We know.
It's very tidy, though, isn't it, Mr. Naruhodo? Imagine how efficiently she must work.
I love that she's just properly like, oh yes, Mr. Naruhodo, yes. But look at how tidy her office is.
Tidy.
Yes, I mean, it makes me think about our office. It's surprising we managed to get anything done, isn't it? Oh, blimey.
Do you mean aside from the blood on the table?
Yeah.
The lighting is poor, which is bad for the eyes, and the chemical smell can't be good for you. Not to mention the skeleton watching over you as you work, which is definitely bad for the nerves.
Well, yes. Those are valid concerns, I suppose.
I can just about cope with a one-eyed Daruma doll watching over me, but that's all.
At least, yeah, I'd say the but.
Oh,
no, you can't.
I'm
Apologies.
Sorry. Okay, no, we will click on them. Yes.
Pete gaslit
No,
me.
yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
thought I'd moved the cursor over them. I must have like just missed them and got the skeleton
Maybe.
instead. So sorry about that.
That looks like an owl and a crow up there.
That owl looks like it's seen something.
I am that owl.
Just spirit animal.
I know. They haven't even twitched since we came in here.
Well, no, they wouldn't have. They're taxidermy mounts, Mr. Naruhodo.
I was afraid you were going to say that. I've been trying very hard to tell myself they're just sleeping with their eyes open.
yes,
Yes,
that
because
owl
that's
is
natural.
that owl is fast asleep. he's absolutely he's sleeping 1,000 slumbers.
Yes, I think perhaps you were wise to put something like your Daruma doll on display in the office instead.
All right, so there's nothing else to click. So what?
Did you look at the book?
Oh, well done, well
No.
done. I was so about to move away. Okay.
Look at this big, thick book here.
Big and thick book.
now, boys.
I know, I'm reminded of Danganronpa again. not that there's any reason why I'd be reminded. It's not like the game's horny in any way whatsoever.
Nope.
It's just us.
Just us.
Yeah. Big and thick book. Yep. Big and thick.
Okay.
Sorry.
It appears to be an accounting ledger. It's a record of the forensic investigations team's spending, I think. Oh,
What is it?
it's clear that the team purchases various... Oh my god.
It's okay, sir. You can do it.
It's okay.
You can
Very
do it. The sniffs of frustration. The snuffle.
I hate myself.
Oh.
I hate my life.
We don't hate you. I can't
No,
vouch
we
for the whole
love you,
life
Sarah.
thing,
God,
though.
please take me.
No, don't be like that.
Ooh. Professional voice actor. Not.
Well.
It's.
Sarah, come on. Oh my God. Compose
This is what
yourself.
stage fright looks like, everyone.
Compose yourself, my dear.
It's clear that the team purchases various equipment and supplies on a monthly basis, but... Well, one entry seems rather strange.
Really? In what way?
Well, it just says, I did it. I killed him dead, and he's never going to come back. He's toast. I did it.
Toast.
'Twas me. Ha 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 ha. The fortune's mine.
And then I put his skeleton in a box.
And I look at it every day. Camera pans up.
They're buying 500 scalpels every month.
Whoa, that's one or two scalpels.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That's a few hundred scalpels more than anybody needs.
You do realise you could sterilise them, right? Well, I just thought they were one use only.
They're like, it's like flipping throwing stars.
No, it's her equivalent of Van Zeek's throwing the wine glasses. Like whenever someone irritates her, she just throws the scalpel.
She uses them as cutlery, knives and forks.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, maybe.
It's so sharp.
500? That must be working really hard on dissecting corpses.
That's a lot of corpses.
The Reaper's been busy.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. Judicial autopsies are only carried out in certain special circumstances. And scalpel blades can be sharpened too.
It does seem a bit strange, you're right. Well, you know what they say. If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. And I do what I love every single day. 500 scalpels a month? What could they possibly be using all them for?
I'm just reminded of the Luke Atme shot that we did way back when. It's in the wrist.
Go on, Taylor. You've got to do it real quick. Gives a little snippet.
Yeah.
It's all in the wrist. You simply grasp the shaft firmly, and once you've got a good grip, you simply...
There we go. Perfection.
Oh, sorry. I just needed to hear Luke at me again.
Yes.
You're welcome.
What are you doing?
Ooh!
There's a bit of iris in there.
Sorry.
Dewing.
Ah!
Oh my gosh, that is a very stern expression.
Oh, and she's got the serpent of Asclepi.
Yes.
You know, it looks like the cobra totemic from Destiny a little bit, actually, because that's the thing, is they got the snakes around the wrist. It's an exotic for the warlock.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Anyway. I'm just getting sidetracked. Sorry, we had something we wanted to ask you, but you weren't here, so we were just leaving.
So you thought you'd snoop around? That's acceptable to you people from the East, is it? Well, what do you want?
Lord Stronghart told us, you see, that it was you who examined the victim's body. Mr. Asmon's body, I mean.
So we came to ask you about your findings on Lord Stronghart's advice.
Very well. If the Lord Chief Justice has given his consent, I'll tell you what our investigation revealed.
Sorry, I like to imagine that she gives long pause, like she gives the uncomfortable pauses.
Yeah, But when we're done, you must leave immediately.
Okay. Your findings.
So, you want to know what the forensic investigation team determined from this examination of the scene?
What?
The victim, Mr. Odie Asmon, yes, I have an updated autopsy report, who disappeared from the experimentation stage amid an explosion. And the Mr. Asmon, who appeared moments later, partway up the Crystal Tower. Were without question one and the same person. That's the team's conclusion.
But that can't be right!
Are you a trained coroner? If it was an elaborate trick, we can only speculate about how it was carried out.
Let's see. If two people who looked very similar to each other were involved, they could have made it appear as if one single person had switched places, couldn't they?
Very true. But sadly, in this instance, that was not the case.
what?
The man who disappeared and the man who subsequently reappeared was the same person.
You what, mate? Okay, then, so my next question is, were they identical twins?
Yeah. The fingerprints at the scene make that quite evident.
Oh, it's gonna be they're twins.
They're gonna be
Yeah.
identical twins.
Yeah.
Ah, fingerprints.
They're not yet officially recognized as forensic evidence in the British justice system. But one day, they will be used as an investigative aid as a matter of course.
Oh my, but that would mean that the instantaneous kinesis actually took place. So, where does that leave us?
Up a creek, Mr. Zato.
Without
We're
a
up
certain
a
pattern.
creek.
Missing a certain important tool.
My team was tasked with investigating, not drawing conclusions.
Instantaneous kinesis is impossible, yet the body did move from one place to the other. This hasn't cleared anything up at all. It's made the whole thing even more of a mystery. It's mysteries on top of mysteries.
Whoa!
Oh, okay.
I have no idea.
Mama, what is this?
I've no idea.
Mama, what is this?
You've got...
Oh, sorry.
Ah! Where did she spring from? And did she just call the doctor Mama? Oh, this is not the doctor. This is a different person.
This is a lawyer, dear.
Oh!
Hello. To meet you. Pleased to meet you. Yes, I'm a defense lawyer. Ryunosuke Naru...
Mama,
Yes.
can I cut this one up?
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, no.
I've never seen the inside of an Eastern person before. I want to know what it looks like.
There's a bit of... Oh no.
Of course you can't. It's a live specimen, as you can very well see.
She's also very nearly stabbing her mother in
Yeah.
the face.
Could you not wave that quite so close to me, please? I'm getting a bit of Genocide Jill vibes,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
Boring.
Oh no, somebody's just shut my pants.
Oh, Taylor!
No.
Gavel!
Oh.
I think I just had a near-death experience.
Oh dear, Mr. Naruhodo, you're as pale as a corpse.
Don't... Yeah, it's like not too loud. Shh. She might hear.
Don't encourage her.
Then let's leave before I'm mistaken for one.
Okie dokie.
Are you still here? Really? Really?
Please leave now.
So, what are you doing at the moment, Doctor?
Standing here looking pensive while somebody distracts me.
If this is some kind of pickup line, Mr. Naruhodo, you're doing an awfully bad job at it.
Keeping a close eye on things so no impertinent Easterners think they can look around my office.
And then she looks straight at you.
Oh, there's such impertinent Easterners around. How terrible.
Yes, I appear to be looking at two... Oh. Yes, you.
She doesn't mince her words, Mr. Zato.
I think perhaps it's time we left.
Okie dokie. Let's get the heck out of there. Should talk to Sholmes, maybe.
If he's there.
Yeah, I just think like we could talk to Sholmes about her, and he'd be like, "Oh no, but my ideas." Nope, I guess we're not talking to him then. Let's go check out the experimentation stage.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, we're still here. Still trying to clean this
I've
flipping
not
window.
had a bite in 3 days.
Oh, I know, I'm sorry about that. I know, my fingernail clippings aren't really doing much to feed us, are they?
Oh,
No.
I'm going to have to move on to me
I think I got a bit.
It's a cute little doggy. It's a pupper.
I had no idea there were so many people in the world.
What? I know what you mean. It's really packed here today.
It feels as though it's taken us 2 hours just to make our way through the crowds to this point.
Has it? I shut my brain down so I didn't really notice, to be honest.
Gosh, I do wish I had your absence of mind sometimes, Mr Naruhodo.
This sounds like me and Sarah. Jesus. When Sarah's like, oh, I'm worried about this, and I'm worried about that, and I'm worried about this, and I'm worried about that, and I'm just like, nothing box.
Pete's like,
Nothing box. I'm just gonna stare at the ceiling and whistle for a bit. Gosh.
A bit.
Gina,
I guess
my
Gina,
bad.
yeah. There you are. I had a feeling you lot would show your mugs before long.
Oh,
no,
no.
it's Gregson,
It's
sorry.
Gregson. That's enough, Gina.
Oh, Inspector Gregson! I see you're hard at work as usual. Warm greetings to you. I do hope you've been keeping well since last we met. What's with all the ceremony? We just saw each other in court this morning. Not you, Sunshine! The gentlewoman so loyally at your side.
Oh! Why, thank you, Inspector. How good of you to notice.
I mean, she is wearing a bright pink, whatever it is, garb. It's not a kimono.
It's not a kimono, no.
I don't know what it is. I'm sorry, but
It's
it is.
not
It stands.
yukata?
I don't think it's a yukata.
I think, I don't know. Howry? Anyway.
Oh, it could be.
He-
That rings a
Yeah.
bell.
He might be a bit rough around the edges, but he's still a proper Scottish gentleman at heart, I suppose.
That would have caught me out. That would have caught me out.
Yeah.
Oh, well remembered.
As you've probably guessed, we were hoping to investigate the scene some more. Right, well, that's the young trainee's domain. Oi! Get over here, Gina! Blam, blam, blam.
Oh, he's so cute.
Blam, blam,
Oh, it's
blam.
properly going for it.
She seems to be busy
I
playing
don't want
with
to know
a
where you've been
puppy.
licking.
What is a traditional East End training?
To pickpocket, presumably.
Probably.
Probably giving into traditional East End training.
No,
Distract it with the cute puppy
Yeah,
and
you-
then pick everyone's pockets.
You're probably right. Pickpocket them.
Gina? She's a police officer now?
Amazing, isn't it?
I was amazing, isn't it? Yes.
She's a good kid, actually. Heart's in the right place, anyway. She's got the detection bug, if you ask me. Yep, I think she'll follow in my footsteps nicely. What do you mean? I am being transferred. It's time for me to say toodaloo to London.
Oh no! Really?
Aye, back to Scotland.
To the real Scottish yard.
Right.
Where the only Scottish yard is the one in the back of my house.
Back to England
That's-
Yard.
England.
Sorry,
That's a
English Yard.
bit sudden, isn't it? I had no idea. Yes, well, where are you going to be posted then? We'll come to see how you're getting along.
Oh,
No.
no forwarded address.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Not likely. But you're welcome to try, if you don't mind a trip to France, that is. To France? I'll be working in the Paris Police Prefecture. Should be right up my alley.
With this accent, yes.
But France! It's an entirely different country! I don't understand. Why would you be sent there? That's the way the adult world works, Sunshine! No, don't go poking your nose in where it's not wanted!
What's upset? What?
All I've got in my head is him going to France and he's just like, Bonjour, Je suis Gregson.
Je suis Gregson.
Je m'appelle Gregson.
Hey, my sherry, what? Something like that, anyway.
My cherry? What's it? Cherry?
He's got a bag. He's like, this bally bread doesn't fit in my newspaper at all.
Oh, what's the... I really don't like the snails, and I'd rather have the fish and chips any day. I don't like this cuisine.
The frog's legs.
Give me a slug any day. Now these snails are through crunchy, but back to the slug and salad. I wish I could.
Those skulking brothers really need to branch out a few more of the slug and salad.
I'm starting to believe that they actually knew what they were doing. I always took them for frickin' fools. But actually...
They had a good thing going.
Never thought I'd miss it. But I do. I do.
Oh, Christ.
I'm intending to take the kid with me when I go.
Oh.
What? You're taking Gina to Paris?
No, I've got an actual child. I just never told you about it because it was none of your business.
Well, I can't leave her here in London. Who knows what would become of her?
Oh, dear.
I suppose he's worried she'd slip back into slipping her hands into people's pockets and purses.
He's becoming a bit of a father figure for her.
Yeah.
Cute.
I don't think he's worried about her pickpocketing, Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh.
I think he's worried about the Reaper.
Oh, we're all naive.
Oh, of course. So that's playing on Inspector Gregson's mind too, is it? Anyway, I haven't mentioned any of this to Gina. She's standing right behind me. So don't go blabbing, you hear me?
But do we hear him?
What?
Oh, we're gonna go blabbing. I'm afraid you're going to have to find out next time.
It's that time, everyone.
It's unfortunately that time once again.
Sorry. We're sorry.
Okay. We're sorry, but also, if you do like what we do, please consider giving us a like, subscribing. I had a lot of, saliva in my mouth.
No, it was the please consider subscribe.
Can I do this outro without you interrupting me?
Go ahead, please.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Jesus. If you do like what we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And until next time, we will see you again.
Catch you in the next one, everybody.
And remember, slips of the tongue happens, but what matters is how you recover.